Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is my first video, and I feel like it's important for me to do this at this particular time because there's a lot of troubling information and news and non-news actually being shared on the internet. And I shared a post recently saying that I feel like we've really done a disservice to ourselves um, as a community, as a nation, as a world by how we use the internet for sharing information that is completely pointless, a distraction, and has very little, if any, redeeming positive qualities about it. And so, what made me think of doing this video was I came across an article on, I believe it was on NBC, about Starbucks coffee cup. Starbucks commissioned an artist to do a design on a coffee cup that was meant to promote inclusiveness and togetherness and unity and diversity. And it was a simple black and white sketch with a variety of people, characters all drawn with different ethnicities, different appearances, and it replaced their logo on their cups. And the article said that there was an outrage and that there was people who were felt as though that it was some type of right wing or liberal effort to undermine yada yada yada. So what I did, as I usually do, is I tried to do a little bit of research, and I went to Starbucks Twitter account, which is what the article had based its information on, to look up these people who were so outraged by this symbol of diversity. And it turns out that it was nothing, next to nothing. It was literally three or four, a dozen people at the most, who had some type of negativity to say about it. And most of their responses were of some type of political slant. Um, Matter of fact, one poster, her Twitter handle was "I hate Hillary," which is insane. So, what it troubles me when we find a legitimate news organization like this one that shared this article, sharing this non-issue, this made-up clickbait troll kind of information, and we feed into it, and it gets shared by thousands and thousands of people. The reality of the situation was that if you follow Starbucks on Twitter and you look at the comments that were posted, the vast, overwhelming majority, easily 50 to 1, was positive and was encouraging and was uplifting to what Starbucks had wanted to do with their cup and what I think they ultimately, in reality, really achieved with their cup. Um, but for some reason, the news and the title of the news felt as though it had to be focused on the negative part and those who were complaining instead of those who embraced it. And I think we do a great disservice to ourselves. And it may be intentional. I can't think of the reason why it would be intentional, but I think we do a great disservice to ourselves, either intentionally or unintentionally, by promoting, encouraging, or even pointing a light, shedding a light on the negative responses that come out of a thing, as opposed to the positive. So I share this video in hopes that we can begin to focus a little bit more on not just sharing positivity, but also weeding out negativity, weeding it out of ourselves in our dialogue, in our conversations, in our frequent use of complaints about the condition of our day or ourselves or our lives, and recognize that happiness is not guaranteed. It is a byproduct of living your life. And there are going to be things to complain about. There are negative things in the world. But the reality is to not feed into the negativity. and to try to promote positivity and encouragement and growth as much as possible. Because the bad is going to be there, the negative is going to exist, it's going to happen, it's a fact of life. But if we can brighten another person's day, or just be conscious about brightening our own lives, then I think um, we'd be in a much better situation and a better condition. And that's my video for today. I thank y'all for watching.